I met this lady before and she had an autistic son, and she told me the only way your child can be autistic is if your baby daddy is delayed. This is why it's important to actually know your baby daddy. Like, know if he's smart or not.
No, that's why it's important that you know what you're talking about before you open your mouth.
But y'all baby daddies be delayed and y'all don't even know, but y'all be having kids with them. Y'all be mistaking these hood dudes to be just hood and I dropped out of school. No, he dropped out because he didn't understand what was going on in the classroom and he needed some extra help. And I'm not saying it's impossible for your baby daddy to be a college graduate and your kid to have autism, but it's very unlikely. And then I see a lot of people having multiple children with the same person and getting the same results, and they're confused. That is probably why.
It's so much ignorance to unpack in this clip that I just... Listen, most doctors don't know what causes autism, okay? Children can get autism from their mother, their father, or both parents. Your parents could be brilliant and you can still end up with autism. Autism isn't an intellectual disability, but ignorance. That, on the other hand, that shit's definitely a disease, as you can see. Autism is complex. So those baby daddies out there who didn't graduate from high school and didn't bother getting their GED, they probably have an intellectual disability, which is not what autism is. Autism is neurological and it's a developmental condition. It's not a disease. At one point, I thought it had something to do with vaccines or the stress during my pregnancy. I don't know. It's hereditary, but you don't just get it from men. So if a woman is telling you that they just get it from their father, it's probably someone who just has some negative feelings about the father of their child. Because no neurologist nowhere will tell you, hey, your kids have autism simply because their father is a dummy. Some doctors have even said it has something to do with what happens during conception. Yes, women should be extremely selective about who they have children with. I'm not negating that. And yeah, there are some other hereditary diseases and things like that that people get. But kids can get autism from one of their parents or both of their parents. It does not matter. And both of their parents could be brilliant and still have an autistic child. Y'all have got to start thinking before you say the stuff that you say. And just because someone with a child is ignorant and gives you ignorant information doesn't mean you believe it and then post it on social media to spread it.